The intensifying insurgency has pushed Pakistan on the edge. Security has been tightened in Balochistan in the wake of back-to-back attacks. Balochistan has witnessed back-to-back attacks in the past 1 week. On March 11th, BLA attacked a passenger train, killing 25 hostages. Just 5 days later, the militant group targeted an army convoy, killing 11 people in a suicide bomb attack. Tomorrow, the top leadership or the top military leadership is set to brief lawmakers on the country's security challenges. And we do understand that the Speaker has convened a meeting of the National Security Committee of Pakistan in order to understand the challenges and the situation facing these two provinces, Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, because the Balochistan Liberation Army has consistently been waging attacks against the military personnel in a span of a week in Balochistan province. Let's try and understand the situation in Pakistan. Our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is now joining us live from Islamabad. Anas Malik, good to see you. Bring us up to speed with what is the situation or the latest situation on the ground there. And we do understand that the government or the authorities in Pakistan are now acting.
Well, we're in Quetta today, Eric, and the situation here a short while back when we arrived, it won't be wrong to say it's a bit grim. There's palpable tension in the air, though it is Ramadan, and you would get a sense of normalcy over there, but there is this uneasy calm, primarily because of the heightened security measures that the government and administration have taken in the wake of recent attacks that have happened in the province, let alone not far from here, where we saw a week ago the hijacking of the Jafar Express. I'm standing outside the railway station here in Quetta, which saw a devastating bombing just months ago, and this was the same point from where the ill-fated Jafar Express had departed, and it was northbound towards the northwest in the country to Peshawar, where when a week ago about 400 passengers carrying Jafar Express was hijacked. The situation here at this point of time, as I said, there is a sense of this uneasy calm, primarily because of the back-to-back attacks that the province has faced. You see security personnel deployed, you see the frontier constabulary deployed as well, you see the police personnel deployed as well. The terrain is enormous, it's huge. This particular province, it borders two countries. One on the south, it borders with one end with Afghanistan, the other end with Iran. So and it covers 43% of Pakistan's surface area as well. For the government, the challenge remains to how to govern these areas in a bid to restore calm and normalcy and rate of the state as well. For that, this remains a challenge on the part of the government for now. Eric?
Well, before I continue, I have to correct myself. I did say that Anas Malik is in Islamabad. He's actually in Quetta in Balochistan. Anas Malik, I didn't mention to you some of the actions that the government is taking in these two provinces, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, where you are. What are some of these measures that are being taken by the government to ensure security is upgraded in these two provinces?
Well, particularly when you talk about Balochistan, first thing, we've seen an uptick in attacks, particularly since last year, July, and these attacks have been targeting security forces personnel. Despite of that, we've seen that there have been increased checkpoints or snap checking checkpoints that have been put up by the administration. That is number one, that when you talk particularly in the context of Balochistan, there is a problem, and the problem is that with regards to these militants or rebels, as they say it, there is not there is no political wing that they would be talking to, or the government would be talking to, though the government has been saying that they would be dealing with them with an iron fist. So that is where the greater connect or greater divide comes on, and there is greater disconnect. With regards to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, recently the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, the TTP, announced the launch of their spring offensive, and following that we've seen in the past 48 48 hours, more than 50 attacks taking place across 23 districts in the country. That includes majority of them being in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and the deadliest attack taking place here in Balochistan, in the province of Balochistan, in Noshki, on the security forces, where at least 11 people had lost their lives. That included 9 security forces personnel and 2 civilians. Now, government says that they are trying to ensure that no terrorist element, in their words, gets to survive, and they will do all what it takes to root out terrorism without really understanding the root cause of it. And I think that is what is the cause of it. That greater disconnect between the center and the province is what causing this friction to continue and this rebel or this militant movement to survive. Eric?
Live from Quetta, Balochistan, that is our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik. Anas Malik, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you.